All right. On this episode, special episodes. So this is going to be the World Cup edition. We will be back with our regularly scheduled programming July 22nd, I think, in an away match. But on this episode, we're going to talk about the World Cup, all the events that we've been doing around the World Cup, watch parties, Japan Day. A couple of lucky folks were able to get tickets to the Netherlands-Japan game. We'll talk results and USL results because they're still playing right after this.
Yeah. Exciting.
Okay, there we go. I'm a little rusty, guys. It's been like 2 weeks.
Yeah,
Hubert.
Well, it's been like a month for me, so
yeah. It's been a minute.
So everyone knows, my very expensive gaming laptop died on me, and I've been mourning its passing and trying to get it up and running again. Well, it's gone, and for you tech spec people, I'm running a PC right now with a GTX 1080 video card and a Ryzen 7 2700X processor. So, give you an idea of the downgrade that I've got. So.
Yes, someone somewhere is telling us how crap that system is somewhere.
I'm using it for gaming, folks.
for sure. All right, so we're gonna jump in really quickly. I again off my game here because I need to scroll down, hit this button, hit that button.
Yeah, and if you can't tell, my voice is still off from the Japan game.
For sure. All right, so we're going to do what we always do. Like, share, subscribe. We've actually got quite a few subscribers, which we expect. We're going to use this World Cup as a growth opportunity. So at Dallas Guardians on everything, follow us for where we're going to be doing watch parties, things that you can get activated for. Go to the DallasBearGuardians.com. Sign up for the newsletter. We have some merch on there as well. I think we're still doing orders for a second run of the Japan DBG split kit. I don't know yet, but yeah, sign up for all that and you will find out when we find out. So at Dallas Guardians on everything. Like, share, and subscribe to this video as well. We would really appreciate it. All right, so we're gonna do physical media. All right, I'm gonna start off here. This actually just came in. This J. Cole, The Fall Off. Which, we all pray that we never have to fall off, but it happens. So there you go, The Fall Off. North Carolina's very own. Yeah, I do love when rappers do the fake retirement.
Right.
So really good album. I really like Only You. Really good song, mostly because it samples dancehall song I grew up listening to. When I heard it, I'm like, oh shit, it's 96 again. So
how would you feel?
96. I was like 10 or 12. That was when I was finally able to like take the bus by myself and go outside. So that was a different era. But yeah, there you go. J. Cole, The Fall Off. Copy your physical media. Really good album. It's a double disc in an era where streaming, I don't really know what that means in some cases. But
yeah, right.
That being said, it's 24 songs. It could be 12 and it'd be a really great album. With 24, it's a good album. So go ahead and give this a listen if you're a Cole fan. What do you got?
Yeah. Shoot, even if you're not a Cole fan, Cole can write a verse. Come on.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, before I do mine, just so people see the Japan split kit.
There you go. Yeah. Check out the website. We might be doing a second run of this for sure.
I think we had some orders even at Japan Day. But anyway, I think I've done this as my physical media, but I think it's worth bringing up today. It's my book, Gods of Soccer. I'm not a big Men in Blazers guy, but they put out this book a while back, and somebody got it for me for my birthday one year, and it's their list of their top 100 greatest players. They caveat it by saying this is one of many possible lists of 100 greatest players because they have different measurements, right? They have an American audience, so there's a couple of Americans that probably wouldn't make a lot of people's list. There's a bunch of women's players that some people wouldn't even look at, right? So like they're gonna have your Mia Hamm and people like that. Anyway, I wanted to bring this one out because like this World Cup, it seems like they're really bringing up the stars a lot. And you saw Chicharito and Peter Schmeichel together, and you're like half the people were like, "Who the heck is Peter Schmeichel?"
Yeah.
They have Seedorf on there earlier today. Like,
they had was it Pogba? Who was that group? It was Pogba, Zlatan, Kaká. It was basically all. It was the Brazilian crew, the original Ronaldo. I'm like, oh shit, we are doing.
Well,
Yeah.
Anytime you see these names come up during this World Cup coverage, man, I look them up and just go watch their highlights, because a lot of them were the first one to do a thing, or they were just involved in some incredible plays. Like, if you want to learn a little bit of like soccer history in general, just go look some of those dudes up. It's fun. That's all.
Yeah.
Learn some history. You don't have to respect it, but it's fun to learn about.
Oh, you do have to respect it. These are absolute legends. Some of these guys never have to buy a single food item or drink anywhere in that country for the rest of their lives. Some of them because of one-offs, like James Rodriguez. He had a really great 2010, and then after that, we don't know what happened.
Or like Graham Zusi, who never has to buy a drink in Mexico again after making sure Mexico made the World Cup one year.
That's a fact, right? Yeah. So, but yeah, no, the World Cup, if beyond the sporting event, is a history lesson. It's 96 years running with a couple of gaps, obviously because of wars. But this is, it's one of the few things that we stop and watch. The U.S. game broke some records here for audiences. A lower number than I thought it was going to be, but if you include the Spanish audience on Telemundo, it actually beat the NBA. So
what ended up being the number? Do we know on that one?
It was 16 on Fox and 9 on Telemundo.
Oh, that's less than I expected too, because the opener had like 1.2 billion, didn't it?
Well, that's
the opener. Openers are different. Yeah.
No, that's worldwide. I'm talking about.
You're talking just US. I was like,
yeah, US numbers. Yeah, because Fox and Telemundo announced theirs. We'll find out the worldwide number in a month, and it'll be like 2.3 billion people or whatever. So
yeah.
Although,
and of course, the opener would just have big numbers, anyways.
Yeah, for sure. So, all right, so we're gonna jump in here. On Saturday, we had a massive event. Let me mute this before I put it on the stage because it's gonna be very loud. We had a massive event in Plano. Here's my man with a fresh cut in the back. There you go.
Oh yeah, boys, I'm bald now.
Yeah. There we go. Fresh cut. There we go. Mr. Clean. There we go. It accentuates the beard. But yeah, we had a massive event. I want to give a thank you and a shout out to Bailey for doing some of the hard work. But we had the Nippon Ultras from Japan and the Dallas Bear Guardians came out and did a thing. Also, thank you to Bailey. She was on local news here on Channel 8. Got up really early to do the interview to do this.
Bless her.
Yeah, it turned out great. I showed up late. My whole goal was to not do any work at this event. Smart. So I just showed up, enjoyed it. It was nice. Yeah, man, it's this gives us an idea of what we could be if we actually got our shit together. So
man, like shout out to the city of Plano on this one. They did this really well. They were super hands off once the event got going, and like they were only there to help when asked. They weren't like trying to force themselves into it, which is kind of nice. Yeah. I was impressed with the city of Plano that day.
Also, I made the mistake of driving because I'm like, oh, the train station is right there. Cool. Thanks. Yeah, right downtown Plano. Yeah, which is funny. Not where they're going to put the arena. They're going to put the arena where nothing is, and you have to drive up the tollway. But that's neither here nor there.
DFW doing that? No.
Yeah, we'll talk about arenas moving. Did you see the Stars owner said, you know what they should do with the AAC after we move? Knock it down because we don't need 3 arenas. And I'm like, yeah, then you shouldn't be building one. What the fuck? Right. Like, I'm very confused.
I saw a video of a guy from Georgia talking about like, oh yeah, the Atlanta public transit system is one of the biggest in the United States. It's great. It services the Atlanta area, which is like 50 counties. He's joking, obviously. He goes, and it services like 4.
Pretty much.
It's so good. But yeah, Japan Day was awesome. Seeing all the supporters come by and hang out, hitting our drum and buying jerseys, chatting, trading stickers and all that. That was pretty cool. Petty Colas ran out of beer, which was kind of fun. But yeah, I mean, there was people from all over at this event too. It wasn't just Japanese and like us. It was massive. It was bigger than I thought it was going to be.
Yeah. I mean, the first day Fan Fest got rained out.
Right.
But obviously the weather has gotten better. It is scheduled to rain again this weekend. So it's like, maybe the weather is not going to cooperate. But yeah, no,
tropical storm off the coast now too.
Yeah, I mean, well, Corpus Christi needs the rain. The whole.
I mean, I'm not complaining about getting it, but Houston's not going to like this for their Fan Fest.
That's an absolute fact. But yeah, no, it's. We'll talk at the end of this all how we think it went. Thus far, not great, but we'll see how it goes. But yeah, no. Again, we want to thank everyone who came out. We want to thank all the people who organized it. You were upstage. Liam, who apparently is always sick when it comes to working, but somehow made this event, but that's fine. I won't begrudge him his entertainment. Let me go ahead and remove that. But yeah, so that was what we got into on Saturday, and then Sunday was game day. Japan, Netherlands on Sunday. We also had a watch party for the U.S. at Pedicola's. Great turnout. I think close over 100 people. Well, 100 people that were in where we were in the back, but the entire bar was full. It was a great time. Atletico came out and handed out some free swag.
Oh, actually, with Atletico, I want to go back to Japan Day. There were at least 3 people there rocking Atletico gear. Love to see that. Interacting with the Japanese fans, interacting with us, the Beer Guardians. It was awesome. It was cool to see the brand out for these events.
And oh shit, I wish I had pulled a video. Their Den outdoor soccer field. The outdoor soccer field is done. The bar part is not. So they're having food trucks and they have a projector thing out there. So it is really cool. I plan on going to at least one watch party out there. But
we'll get out there and get videos and stuff.
Yeah, they did say it was going to be done for the World Cup. They almost got there. They're still working on the interior.
It was bold to even try that. That was crazy timeline.
Yeah.
It's cool that they got the field up and running.
Yeah, the field's easy, really, because it was an empty spot. So really, all they need to do, they had it fenced in, and they did cobblestones. And then they did a little portable projector. It's like maybe 140 inches big. So as long as it doesn't rain too bad, it's really good. Once the indoor part gets done, I think that will be a really cool spot to go do the pregame and then walk across the street.
Yeah, it should be cool.
The Cotton Bowl. Now they'll have to change which gate you can go into, because if they use the same gate as Trinity, it is like across the street and down the ways.
It's a long march.
Yeah. So hopefully they open the train station right where you just walk across the street and walk right into the Fair Park. So
shout out to Roller Town too for their watch party. I think they ultimately said they had 1,800.
Yeah,
which is really crazy. Yeah.
The numbers. Here's the thing. Off field, there's a bunch of bullshit, and the expectations are not what they expected. Hotels are saying they're not as booked as they were supposed to be. That all being said, the World Cup is still the largest sporting event in the world. So even if you're down 5-10%, that's still a lot of people.
Look, if you've talked to anybody, like I've been talking to the Football Supporters Europe people, and they're even saying it was actually worse than they expected it to be.
Yeah.
Like the numbers are coming in and they're still worse than expected.
Yes.
It's the World Cup. And you saw good numbers at this Netherlands Japan thing, but you start thinking about how many Netherlands fans that are in the US probably were the ones that came, not the actual Dutch supporters. Might explain why they were so quiet in the stadium.
Yes. Well, I mean, some Dutch supporters did travel. They even brought their own purple bus. Yeah. Or not purple, their orange bus.
Yeah.
And they found out what a Buc-ee's is. And I wish I could put up these videos, but copyright or whatever. But
just go look up videos of Europeans traveling through Buc-ee's and stuff. It's been a lot of fun. Look up the videos of the Korean fans in Mexico. They even have a chat now. It's hermano, coreano, ya eres mexicano. It's so good.
Although somebody did lose their job for doing the slanted eyes gesture. And we should know better. First of all, you're in a stadium with 1 million cameras.
Yeah.
Probably not the best of ideas.
Big mistake.
And with AI, they're gonna find out who you are. It won't take them but 2 seconds.
Shout out to all the Europeans that are getting mugged because they don't realize that you can't go down certain streets.
Has that been happening?
A little in Mexico. It's not been too bad. Didn't somebody steal stuff from the English team or something? I don't know. It wasn't a mugging, but
they were traveling. Like they had all their stuff, and I guess they stopped somewhere, and then everything got stolen. So and then by the Iran camp, they found a body, and I'm like, it's Tijuana at the end of the day, guys.
What do you think, my friend? I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah, as long as it wasn't anybody from the team, what can we say? We just keep it moving.
I saw another cute one, and we can move on from it, but it was an adorable video of I think a Japanese fan that saw a wild squirrel for the first time.
That's crazy.
I keep hearing about how they're like, you guys have so many animals. So you're like, oh yeah, I guess I didn't thought about it, but yeah.
It's just a crazy thing. Apparently the TRE train bus route was absolutely packed.
Yeah.
I'm like, that's good, I guess.
I sent you a picture that someone sent me that's in that stuff.
Yeah. So
of just a bunch of Dutch fans.
So we'll move on. You can tell me about your experiences in this here, the greatest show on turf. Also, side note, apparently the NFLPA is pissed off at the NFL because they were told that we can't afford to put grass on the field, and then somehow they found the money. I'm going to assume that some of these fields are going to stay at least for a little while after this. But yeah, here we go, man. National anthem, Japan, Netherlands. It looked packed.
You know, do we know
yeah,
what the capacity is at Dallas Stadium?
I think they're doing 78.
Okay, that's not what was announced. What was announced in the stadium was like 69,000 something.
Ooh. Okay, they may have lowered it because I know they lifted the field because like that whole bottom rung used to be. The record attendance is like 108, but that's with standing room. So I think if they're just doing seats, it's like 80-ish thousand. So they may have lowered it to like 68. But
the announced attendance was like 69,000 something. I don't remember all the numbers, but you know that there's no way that's capacity, right?
Yes.
Like there's no way. But it looked pretty damn full. There was a lot of spots where you could see an empty seat here and there, but there wasn't like clusters of them. There was one spot, you can't see it on here, but towards the left, where there were 20 seats that were kind of like 20-ish seats that were empty the whole game.
Yeah, right behind the goal.
But they were no. It was kind of the opposite side of where I'm at. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So there was still people around them, but there was like seats all together. And I'm like, did like a group of 20 just not show up today?
Yeah.
Like,
so there, if you look, I think
because they were good seats.
I think it's this goal you can see back here. For the NFL stadium, there's suites there, but I think for this, you wouldn't be able to see much of anything, so they're just empty.
Right.
And I'm like, well, that looks weird on TV. I will put it this way. There's this whole trend now. They're like, oh, look at these empty seats. And I'm like, there are empty seats, but it's not nearly as much as you think. They might be like 2,000 or 3,000 empty seats.
Yeah. Well, and I think there's been a few outlets that have been like correctly pointing out, hey, man, no World Cup sells out every game. Right.
Exactly. Like
the important thing is good numbers.
Yeah, they were showing pictures of Qatar and they were empty seats. Now, granted, that's Qatar, so they were like travel reasons and whatever.
Right.
This, I think, if they had priced this reasonably, every seat would be filled.
I absolutely agree with you. Yeah, these are two teams with good fan bases. Like and it's the first game in Dallas. Like you would expect.
Yes.
Like the opener at one of the bigger stadiums to be that way. But yeah, no, the vibes were good. The concourses were packed. My biggest disappointment was I didn't find a lot of pirated gear for sale. I guess it's the World Cup and they quassed it really well. I don't know.
Oh no, I did.
Good.
Well, it was this guy, Hispanic guy, obviously, pickup truck.
Yeah.
Out the back, he had just like, I'm like, okay, cool. Obviously, you know, he had the usual suspects: the Portugal, the Argentina.
Oh yeah, of course.
Yeah,
of course.
You know, so I was like, how much are these? He's like $40. I'm like, these are not authentic, but hey, they're good copies.
I'm just so used to every big sporting event that Mexico's involved in, there's going to be just pirated gear everywhere. I was like, oh, I guess they cracked down on that a little bit around the stadiums. I don't know. But the vibes were cool, man. Texas Live was packed. The hotels by the stadium were packed. People were watching the whole games. Sure. There were fans from all over the place just enjoying it. At the game, the Dutch supporters were surprisingly quiet. I was really surprised at how quiet the Dutch were. And obviously the Japanese fans were crazy loud. And by the end of the game, like even if you were Dutch, you were like clapping along with the music.
Yeah.
It was super catchy. But yeah, I mean, every time the Dutch scored, though, it got crazy loud. Every time they would play like a Dutch song over the intercom or whatever, it was good. I had kind of forgotten that this stadium had the giant screen.
Yes. Did you find yourself just watching it?
Yes. And I saw plenty of other people around me going,
I think that's why this is a terrible venue for watching sports. The only time I've ever been to this venue is high school football championship, which means that's mostly empty, and boxing.
I watched an opera there once.
Opera, wow.
I know,
weird, that must have been awesome.
It was weird.
Yeah, I went there for Pacquiao Garcia, I think. Yeah. This was years ago. And I ended up just watching it on that because, like, on the concourse, like where the glass is, you can't really see the ring. So if you want a good view, you look up. Or in my case, you just look straight.
It definitely wasn't just me. I saw plenty of people like just kind of crank their neck up for a highlight and then just stay watching it.
Yeah.
But one of the most frustrating things to me was that like they would show the highlights, but they would show it like 5 to 10 minutes after it happened. They wouldn't show them right away when you wanted to see them.
Yeah, it's I don't know why they're doing that. And which is funny because it's based here at K. Bailey Hutchinson, so it's like it should really be a delay.
But no, man,
But yeah,
everybody was great. Like, it's probably the most civil soccer game I've ever been to in terms of like people yelling at each other. And maybe that's because we're going to like MLS and USO, where like there's people from both teams that support those teams all the time locally. And I don't know.
yeah.
Yeah, like no, literally every time a Japanese and like Dutch fan cross by, they're like, "Oh hell yeah!" Like high fiving each
Well,
other.
I mean, it's the
So
Japanese. They're
yeah,
they're
fair
polite. So
enough.
here we go. So we're gonna get into this here. This American fascination with the Japanese is frustrating me. I knew it was gonna happen right after the game,
Oh,
but
absolutely.
every local newscast was like, "Oh, they stayed and cleaned the stadium," and I'm like, "They've been doing that since
Oh,
I don't know when. I'm very confused."
I do want to point out one thing about that I didn't know that they did.
Yeah,
They distribute the trash bags before the game,
yeah,
and they use them for the cheers.
yeah,
I
yeah.
didn't know that.
Oh,
I'd never seen them bust out the bags and like use them like that.
yeah.
That
Like
was pretty cool.
I've been watching my I don't fondly remember 94. I was only 6 at the time. 98 core memory, right? Because the only one Jamaica qualified for. So and we played Japan, and it was the only game we scored on. So that's why I have a fondness for Japan. Thank you for allowing us to. We lost that game,
Yeah.
but we did score on you. So, but yeah, since it's been a tradition,
Yeah.
the Japanese culture is that they do not want to create undue job or stress for anyone else. So they clean their area, which is, I
Yeah,
mean, if we all took that, that'd be great.
Yeah, every time someone interviews them, it's the same exact answer. Like at this point, you'd think everybody would know.
Yes,
Like,
I think that's my frustration.
Yeah.
It's like we don't need to fetishize. It's like,
and
oh
that's
my
it.
god,
Exactly it.
they
Yeah.
clean, and I'm like, how? The only reason it's so foreign to you is because when normal people leave the stadium, and when I say normal people, I mean when Americans leave the stadium, it's trash everywhere.
Yeah. Now, if you started by just picking up your own trash on the way out, that'd be a great.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Start there and then go. But yeah. So again, the Japanese culture, I love it. I appreciate it. It's not perfect in any way, but can we just stop? Like we get it. I instead of gawking and like, oh my god, look what they do. How about you just join in and we can
help them out. They'll take it.
Yeah, and then the photograph circulated of the team, how the way they left the locker room, and I'm like, yeah, spotless, everything folded. They would have done the laundry if there was a machine in there to do it.
Yeah. Walk into a communal culture, like.
But yeah, I was unfortunately not able to make this game, and I'm kind of upset about it. But it is what it is. I'm still going to try to make a game because I do see these ticket prices falling.
Yeah, you'll definitely sneak into one if you just keep watching.
Yeah, but we can talk about the other results. So you can talk about opening. Yeah,
and before we leave this game, first off, first half was super boring, but cool because it was a World Cup.
Yeah.
Like I was having fun, and then I looked at the stats and went, "Oh wow, this was a terrible half of soccer," but I was having a great time.
Yeah. No, we'll talk about that here in a second. Yesterday, every game tied.
Yeah. Well, you had some of the best ties
That's what I'm saying.
They were good ties.
Yeah.
It's hard to explain that to people that don't know the game.
We'll talk about the one that this man is an overnight celebrity, from 50,000 followers on social media to 10 million. So, Cape Verde goalkeeper, 40 years old, 14 years on the national team, qualified, and they didn't score. It wasn't necessarily a great game. He had a great game because he had to be on his head. But the tears brought to a team, they cheered like they won the whole thing.
Yeah.
And in a way, doing that to Spain, they did win the whole thing.
Yeah, it's going to be the biggest moment in their country's soccer history unless they do some crazy shit coming up.
Yeah. The only parade bigger than theirs when they get home will be whoever wins this whole thing.
And don't forget. Well, we'll get into it later. I'll mention that when we get there. But one more thing about the Japan-Netherlands game that was really enjoyable was the giant amount of Mexican fans that were there just to root against the Dutch.
Oh, facts. Oh,
it was awesome.
As a side note, though, the orange kits, very iconic. I think more teams need to take a color or take a kit and make it your own.
I will say
kits, the Croatian checker, we just need to find the kit. Yeah, go ahead.
I will say that the orange doesn't. It's even more obnoxious in person. This orange kit.
Yes.
It like reflects more in person.
It's not like the burnt one, which I've seen them do in past years. But
in person, this one looks like highlighter, like hunting gear.
yes.
It doesn't come across like that on the TV as much, and it's pretty wild. I did see one guy that came in wearing a John Deere bright orange shirt.
Goodness. You might as well.
It was incredible. Anyway, it was a great game, great atmosphere. What you expect from the World Cup.
For sure. So we're going to talk about opening day, obviously, near and dear to you. You can talk about how obviously all the flags came out. A certain country got booed, but that's neither here nor there. Becky G made it. Sebastian Legit didn't, which I find
my man had to go to work.
Mexico City. No, he worked the day before. Private jet down, bro. Like, I don't understand what's going down. Do like the Canadian Prime Minister who's been given, or former Prime Minister who got shit because he made it to the American opening, but not the Canadian one, and they're on his head. He's like, "Yo, my girlfriend said." So
how disappointing was it though to like Canada to have all these like Canadian artists, Mexico like bringing out their people, and then he got to the game in the U.S. and it was Katy Perry.
I don't know what to tell you, but yeah, no. So how was that opening day? I think y'all have opened more than any other country, if I'm not mistaken.
To be fair, we've also made more than like every country except for like 3, I think.
Yeah, qualification.
Yeah. So it makes sense just statistically that you'd land that way, and we're always just outside like the top 10.
Yes.
So like it makes sense you'd land there.
Yeah, but you know how were the feels, man? I was, I think once it all started, and I'm not for the FIFA songs are always hit or miss. Shakira did what Shakira always does.
Right.
She keeps a hit. But
half the time they take a local artist and butcher their stuff, right? Like
yes,
like you think about the South Africa song that was like who was that artist? Kenan? The When I Get Older I Will Be Stronger waving flag.
Oh yes,
like you listen to the actual song of that, and it's phenomenal. It's a rebellion song. It's all about like the oppressed Black culture.
Yeah,
and then they turned it into this weird Coca-Cola thing.
Yes, I remember. I mean, I'm not upset. He's living very well off that.
Yeah, good for him. Good for him.
But yes, it's a rebellion.
Very FIFA.
First of all, that happens a lot with American songs. Like they don't know. What's my man from New Jersey, The Boss? All his songs are rebel fat, and all the Americans are all like, Vietnam.
Born in the USA,
like,
baby.
I was like, I don't think you understand what he's saying in that record, but never mind.
I'm not a big patriotic person for either of the countries that like I claim, but one of the things that was pretty crazy was hearing the Azteca get as quiet as it did for the national anthem, because even like on a normal day when it's Mexico playing, even the US or something, like it's never that quiet. So like to be in a stadium that big and like be able to hear a pin drop was pretty wild. And it was pretty cool unison, you get little feels for it even if you're not that patriotic person. And then for Mexico supporters, it's all been like real nervous and waiting for the other team to just score first and murder us, because that's just who we are as supporters. Nobody doubts the national team more than we do. It's kind of the myth.
I mean, that's
and nobody hates our national team more than we do. Like that's kind of the thing. You'll notice if the Mexican team goes more than like 15 minutes without an attempt at the beginning of the game, you'll hear the stadium start rooting for the other team. It's pretty bad.
Olé! I'm like, come on, guys. Like,
no, it's terrible. But no, once they scored early, I was like, all right, pressure's off. This is good. Mexico's probably going to win. We'll vibe it out, though. South Africa's got grit. I actually think most Mexican fans left this game being like, yeah, I'm happy that we won. But like, you should have won by a lot more if you're a real contender here.
I'm not going to say that. Being down to 9 men, I will say South Africa did more than was expected of them.
I guess what I really mean is the wasted chances earlier.
What you're saying is that they should have done Germany carousel.
Maybe. Obviously not 7. But like, we're all excited for Raul Jimenez, but he should have scored way earlier in that game.
Yes.
For example.
So, South Africa, I mean, we can go kind of tactically with this game. South Africa was trying. This is the problem I have with a lot of people trying to do Pep Guardiola. We're like, we're going to play out the back. We're going to be possession. And I'm like, but no. Right.
Well, what was I think Peter or Andy on the Kick Around show a couple of days ago said all tiki no taka, which is kind of a good.
Yes, just like it's like and the whole kicking the ball out in the corner, like we're gonna hang them in the corner. I'm like, the Icelandic clap needs to only be done in Iceland. Okay, like not everything translates. Stop it.
Yeah.
That being said, they fought hard. The red cards were a killer. I think one of them was a real red card. The other one, the Datso was a Datso. It is what it is. The second one, I'm whatever.
Yeah, it's definitely a soft red. One of those where you'd be like, well, yeah, if you want to argue the letter of the law, but it did feel a bit soft.
Especially and the World Cup opening day.
Right. And the red card Mexico got, what a stupid tackle to even make.
Yeah.
Like whether you thought it was a good call or not. Why are you making that tackle when you're winning? Like
it's funny because like the immediate result of that game was I heard a whole bunch of people like, oh, this is what the World Cup is, because they're like shitting on soccer. And I'm like, no, this is not. We haven't seen the beautiful game yet, right? Germany showed you what the beautiful game was. The US, to a certain extent, showed you what the beautiful game was.
Yeah, CONCACAF is CONCACAF. Like,
yeah. Well, I'm talking about the ref. Like, I think the ref was a little red happy, and South Africa was clearless, which gave them. But yeah, they kept talking like Russia had less than 4. Qatar had less than 4.
The last 2 had 4 reds in the whole tournament.
The entire tournament, and we have 3 already in the first game. Now that being said, we can go. I think what game was I watching? Was it the Iran New Zealand? They didn't get their first card to like the 70th minute. Like it was a clean game. It was beautiful.
Yeah, but we can juxtapose it with when was it when Panama and Portugal? I think when there was like 4 red cards or something in one game in that World Cup. That was what, Brazil?
Yes.
Like,
and then it was pretty clean after that.
It's not unprecedented. It does happen, but it was a bit much.
But yeah, so we can go ahead and do some openers here. So this is Friday. So Thursday was opening night, Mexico, 3-1 against South Africa. I to be honest, with the red cards and the performance, like you said, I don't think anyone think anyone has increased their opinion or decreased their opinion on the Mexican team.
Nah. Look, no one's expecting them to win it anyways, right? And no one's really expecting a deep run just to not get embarrassed is kind of what the vibes are with the Mexican fans.
Yes. And then night 2, which is the other big night, Canada, Bosnia, I can't pronounce the second part of that.
Herzegovina or Herzegovina, whatever.
Yeah, some of the names. Bosnia.
Edin Dzeko.
Yeah. Good
Who
game.
Didn't start, I guess.
Bosnia went up early. They had some towers. I don't know, is it the Eastern European teams? All these dudes are like 6 foot plus. I'm like, it's crazy. Solid.
Well, they've got at least one big guy that's that.
Yeah. Got a header in. They went ahead, and then Kyle Larin, Orlando's very own, before he forced his way to Saudi Arabia.
Yeah, but by the way, he was only in there for like a minute, right?
Yeah. I think it was like second or third touch. It was absolutely ridiculous. Awesome. Save the blushes. Watching that game, Canada without what's my man?
Davies,
without Alfonso, they're not the same team.
Ooh, man, they look so timid. Like they look like they were really worried about this one.
Yeah, so we'll see. Hopefully Alfonso gets a game. I don't know if he plays the next one because I think they're still holding that close to the vest.
He did play. He was on the bench this game. I don't know what they would expect him to possibly play, but he was on the bench.
Yeah. Well, I mean, they were down 1 and they didn't put him in. So at a certain point, it's like,
maybe he's just there for moral support.
He's just there for the threat. Like,
he's there to be the assistant coach.
I might put him in. You better act right. And then to wrap up the night, the big show, at least for all most of the people listening, USA 4, Paraguay 1. I wish Dennis was here because he would glaze all over this game. For me, it was a good game. That's all I can really say about it.
I think the U.S. was good. They should be happy, really happy. A win's a win. You should be happy. You should be at least, I think, like a half step above happy with the result. Yeah. But what I saw in this game, and I talked to a few other people about it, was Paraguay kept getting attacked by the U.S. the same way, up the wing, crossed to the middle of the box, and never.
No one was there. Yes.
Credit to the U.S. for saying that was working the whole time. I'm curious what would have happened if the team had adjusted, and Paraguay is supposed to be a good defensive team. They clearly didn't have it in them. It is what it is. I will reserve my judgment for the next game. I do think if the U.S. comes out and balls like this against Australia, especially Turkey, I'll be more confident. And I'll be honest, I think out of all the CONCACAF teams that are hosting this tournament, I think the U.S. is the best one right now.
It's a low bar, but yeah,
it is a low bar. But if any of them's going to go deep, it's got to be the U.S., right? Like,
I mean,
the main concern with CONCACAF teams overall is depth too, right? Like,
Mm-hmm.
I don't know that any of them have the depth, and like even right now, we're like, oh, Christian Pulisic's out. I mean, sorry, people are making it dramatic that he might be out. I don't think there's anything to that, but the best national teams are like, oh, we lost a star player. Well, the next guy's not as good, but he's still pretty good, right?
Yeah.
Like that's the
Yeah.
leap between the tier that we're at and the tier that the people that win this tournament are at.
I agree. I agree. Yeah, like I said, I kept pointing that out. I'm like, watch this play. They were doing the exact
They're
same
doing
thing.
the same play every time, and
it
it's
was
going to keep working.
frustrating. It's frustrating to me because it's like, we'll talk about the hydration break here in a second. Brought to you by Fuck Off. You had 3 quarters, so you had 25 minutes of them doing that to you. Then you had 3 minutes to talk about it. Then they did it again for 25 more minutes. Then you had 15 minutes to talk about it. You came out in the half. They did it to you again. And then you had I'm like, yo, so this is a coaching, either it's a coaching error, it's an inability for your players to adapt. I don't know which one it is.
Yeah, again, go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah, that was just my opinion. It's like, because they can say, oh, I'm like, once you run into okay, let me put it this way. Once they run into a weaker team that's going to park the bus, they won't be able to do that. So how are they going to score?
Yeah. And that's why, I'll reserve my judgment after the Australia game. Do I think that the U.S. team might be good enough to wipe a few teams? Yeah, maybe. I just need to see one more game of this quality. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Before I'm jumping on that.
Yeah, we'll run into that Turkey game.
It.
That was a disappointing if I've ever seen one. I was like, Turkey, we were talking about Liu like you were hot shit.
Yeah, we're dark horsing Turkey, right?
Yeah, we're like, ooh. And then I forgot that they qualified late. They qualified when Italy was supposed to qualify. So
in their defense, they were in Spain's group.
Yeah, I'm like, maybe we hype them a wee bit too much.
Well, a couple of people pointed out we for some reason do this to Turkey every World Cup.
Yeah, I know because what they kept doing with the Turkey game, which we'll move on. But yeah, so USA 4, Paraguay 1. Alderaan was terrible. He's washed. The Atlanta years.
One more thing
gone.
about the US game was the goal that Gio Reyna scored was at least a cool goal. Like that was actually
the outside of the boot. Oh, it was ridiculous.
Yeah, that was a goal. Yeah,
I'm not even a fan of his, but I'm like, okay, do what you. If the defender's gonna back away from you while you're at the top of the box, why the fuck not? And you're up 3-1, so what are you gonna do? Just outside of the boot.
Who cares? Go for it. Yeah.
Look for USA plays Friday. I didn't know there were going to be that many gaps. I thought it was every 3 days. This is
a week off is pretty wild.
That is wow. Okay. Hopefully that helps Iran. We'll talk about.
Hopefully there's less injuries.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Hopefully it helps Iran, who apparently has to fly in and then fly out the next day.
Yeah.
So so they play Australia on Friday, and then obviously the following week they play Turkey. I think if they beat Australia, they're in because at that point it's a wrap.
I mean, you might be in with this one, honestly.
Facts. Yeah, because the third best team goes in anyway. So at this point, pretty much, which is why that Cape Verde game is going to turn out being really
important.
Interesting.
Yeah.
All right. So then
congratulations if you're a U.S. supporter, though. Be happy about that.
Yeah, for sure. 4-1. Look, I look forward to them playing a quality team, and then people can relax. But yes, shout out to them. Hopefully Trump doesn't interfere and you guys win the World Cup, because I will call it. I'll treat that World Cup the same way I treat the Lakers winning in COVID.
Or FC Dallas winning the sprint season next year.
That's a fact. All right, so then that was Friday. This is Saturday. Full slate of games. Qatar, Switzerland.
That one was shocking. Did you watch it?
Yes. I watched. Well, yes. Until I left, and then we were out doing stuff.
Right.
So yeah. I watched that game first. Qatar scored hella late. I think last kick of the game. 90
it was
4.
Yeah, might as well have been last kick of the game. But like Switzerland were clearly the better team, man. They just couldn't put anything away.
Yes. That I will say was a running, not joke, but a running issue with a lot of these.
Yeah, it happened a lot.
Hitting the woodwork, guys getting the ball in front of the goal and scuffing it. Which, again, not a thing we expect from these players.
Yeah, here was the number for me. Switzerland had 42 touches in Qatar's box.
Wow. Okay.
42.
That is what I'm talking about right there. Yeah.
Look, Qatar is terrible. It sucks to tie Qatar.
Yeah, and see, this is So the only reason that I'm actually kind of happy with some of these low scoring games is that there was this arrogance early in the tournament where 48 teams is too much. You're watering down the quality. There's going to be a lot of blowouts. And I mean, one of them was a blowout, so I will give them that. Carousel, Germany. But everything else has been relatively tight.
Yeah.
So even the Scotland-Haiti game, Haiti should have won this game. There's some I mean, I don't even know what I'm going to call it. There was some controversy that handball was maybe missed on Scotland. Still frames don't really tell you about how the flow of the game, but
right. It's like when you slow a foul down to be super slow, they all look super violent.
Yeah, exactly. They're like, ooh, studs to the ankle, and I'm like, okay, relax. It's not nearly as bad as you're making it seem here. But so this is
my game on Saturday was Brazil-Morocco, man. That was such a fun game.
Yes. Morocco, Brazil should have won this game. That's neither here nor there.
Oh, sure. I think they were the better team. Yeah.
Also, why is Neymar on this team? I'm just like, why did we call Neymar? Why is Neymar here? But yeah, Saturday slate, really good slate. Obviously, the big quote unquote upset, if you go by FIFA rankings, which no one really should.
Right.
Not New Zealand. Australia beating Turkey 2-0.
Yeah, I mean, that's a hell of a result for them, man. It really is.
Yes. It makes it even more embarrassing because during the interviews the day before, the Turkey, I think it was the captain and the manager were just, oh, we're better. We have better players. Where I'm like, oh, yeah. If you make that statement and then lose, do you not get fired the next day? I mean, I guess has a manager ever gotten fired during the World Cup? No, right? You just kind of rock with it.
It has happened before.
Oh, okay.
I couldn't tell you who, but I know it's happened. And spoilers, it happened the next day.
Because I would fire him immediately. Like, this is unacceptable.
You just got beat by a team that, like, your group was pretty much all agreeing this is one of the teams we got to slaughter.
Exactly, right? Australia is the team you're supposed to beat up on.
Yeah, that was supposed to be the difference maker for goal differential, right? Like,
yes,
supposedly.
That's crazy. But yeah, again, I like I've said, I'm a Pan-African this World Cup. So anybody on the continent, and obviously Haiti, I consider them a brotherly country of mine.
We will back Haiti.
For sure.
Yeah.
Good fought. I mean, Scotland's not a world beater. Good fought game. Unfortunate not to get any goals in this. Well, we'll talk about Brazil a little bit more. Brazil, I think after this game, I think we can all say they're not a contender this go around.
And Morocco might do some damage, hopefully.
Yeah.
Again, we stand an African team, right? Like we said.
Yeah, Morocco, of all the African teams, Morocco, after watching the Senegal game, Morocco is my outside team to actually do some work this World Cup. Brazil, again, they'll make it to the round of 32, but I don't think they have near enough quality. If you're bringing in Neymar, I'm not sure. Junior, what's his name?
Vinicius Junior.
Solid player. He's a world beater. He's what Alfonso is to Canada. He is to Brazil. He is.
Yeah, I think Andy has called out Vinicius Junior as like a big breakout guy for this tournament, just because like he hasn't been playing in Madrid.
Yes.
Curious to see how that pans out. But yeah, I mean, I'm gonna obviously it's really hard to really make a real judgment after the first match day. I think Brazil's got enough talent that they could possibly gel and do something, but I don't see them as a contender. By the way, Erling Haaland just scored for Norway.
I mean,
shocker.
Breaking news.
Shocker.
Breaking news. Tall white man scores. Shout out to him. Again, Haiti, best of luck next time. I think they play, I'll have to check. We'll look at the score. Upcoming games. Again, we're going to try, I want to do this twice a week, but we'll see how that can work. We'll try to do it at least once a week to make sure we get all the results.
Right, it's a lot.
And yeah, twice a week would be better, but once a week, mostly because every group is on a week timeline, so we do have time to catch up on every game.
Right.
But yeah, Haiti's quality. I look forward to that. Australia, after this, I think this is going to be a really tough game for the U.S. Mostly because
it's a good test.
Defensively, Australia, because, and again, they kept talking about it on the newscast. Turkey, all their players, they're playing in Real Madrid. They're playing here. They're at the top of whatever team they are. Australia, oh, they play for the A League. Oh, they play for the 6th division in England. And I'm like,
they play for
yeah,
Norwich City. Like,
yeah, but they play together so much
yeah,
that
chemistry matters.
exactly, because more than half the team play in the A League, which means they're always home, which means that they can play together.
Yeah, we'll talk about another team that's got a similar thing going on a little bit. But yeah, no, I think it's exciting. I think that the United States weak point is defense, personally.
Yes.
And
well, I mean, it didn't show in this game.
And I was going to say, it didn't show. Tim Ream
and
won a foot race in like the 80th minute. So
yeah, and I find this funny. So Tim Ream's old, and Chris Richards just came off an injury, and no one attacked them. I'm like, okay, so this team doesn't know how to play. They don't know how to play, and they don't know how to coach. Because if I'm a boxer and I knew that you just had shoulder surgery a year ago, guess where I'm going to punch you immediately and often? Right on that shoulder. It might be fine, but I'm going to find out.
Yeah, I will say I'm excited to see the U.S. play against other quality now, though. Like, it's fun. That's the storylines of the tournament, right? Oh, are you a contender? Are you real? Are you not? Like, that's exciting.
If you're a masochist or not masochist, if you're if you're a rebel, what you want to see is the U.S. finish second, Iran to finish second, and Iran U.S. In L.A. would be an absolute riot. I cannot wait. It's not going to happen though. The way this group is turning out, Iran might struggle, and the U.S. might just walk away with that group. So we shall see. They play Australia next week, next Friday. See you at Rollertown or Pedicolas for watch parties.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure they'll have the primetime slot, so 8:00 Eastern, because Fox wants the views, and they, besides Argentina, which plays the day, they will be the one carrying the viewership. All right, so we're going to move on to Sunday the 14th.
The U.S. plays at 2, by the way.
Oh wow, not prime time. What the fuck are they doing? All right, never mind. I guess when you're making all that money off the hydration break, it doesn't really matter.
Yeah, right.
We'll keep it moving.
Yeah, Germany, Cape Verde.
Let's leave not Cape Verde. Carousel. Wrong thing.
Oh yeah, my bad. I'm thinking of Spain now.
So we'll skip that. We'll get to that game because that was a belt to ass. Obviously Netherlands, Japan. We talked about that. Really good game. Japan had to fight back. They were out of Asia. They were my team. I expected to do well. After this, I'm concerned with Japan. The Netherlands like Belgium, where it's the golden generation, and I think they wasted it, to be completely honest with you. I look at that Netherlands team and I'm like, you should have done something a cycle ago.
Yeah, I will say, I think the Dutch at least have some youth where Belgium doesn't.
That's true.
At least they have some youth.
We'll talk about that here in a second. Kevin De Bruyne is washed. But again, the Japanese are so well organized, so well trained, so regimented,
and oh my god, their short passes and touches.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. They're
phenomenal.
They're regimented. It's like we know what we're gonna do every single time in every. It's great to watch. Let me put it. They're the San Antonio Spurs with Tim Duncan. They're just fundamental all the time.
And by the way, to get your game winner on a header over Virgil van Dijk,
that's a fact, right?
Hell of a cherry on top.
The shortest guy on the field is absolutely ridiculous. It was deflected though, so I will.
It was. Yeah, absolutely. You got to give credit to the right people, but yeah.
Cote d'Ivoire.
Did you watch this game?
I did not. I missed this one.
It was a really good defensive game.
Was it? Okay. Well,
yeah, these two teams looked really like. If you're a fan of just good soccer, this was a fun game. Like, it seemed boring the whole time, but it was good.
I have not paid attention to Ecuador. Is Grayso still no, right? I think he aged out.
I don't believe
30, right?
The thing with Ecuador is like they quietly might be the best defense in the tournament, is what some people were thinking. Because they came through the CONMEBOL qualifying having given up, I think, 5 goals the whole time.
Oh wow.
That's playing Brazil, Argentina, Colombia, home and away.
Solid.
That's crazy.
Well, I
right?
mean, didn't work out today. Cote d'Ivoire, I don't think anyone is considering Cote d'Ivoire at any point, but hey, when you get 3 points early, if you tie the next 2 games, chances are
you're probably in.
Yeah. So shout out to Cote d'Ivoire. We'll see Ecuador next week. Sweden won. What is this flag? Tunisia. There we go. Total brain freeze. Johansson, FC Dallas's very own, did not get any minutes this game.
Yeah, and reminder to everybody that he was literally the last player added. So
yes, it was. It's really weird. We're talking about week one. Week one's technically not done because England hasn't played. Like
there's
we're
still a ton of games
still,
to play.
There's
so many games left.
That's why I'm saying we need to do these twice a week because it's like there's a lot. Sweden looks solid. I think this scoreline flattered Sweden more than I think it's supposed to.
I think
my
so
opinion,
too.
having watched that game. But 5-1 is 5-1. Again, as I mentioned, the eight best third place teams get in, and that's going to come down to goal difference. So when you have an opportunity to run up scores, you have to.
Sweden might have just qualified, basically.
Yes, with this. So, and then we will go to,
well, before you leave this, a lot of people missed the story. Tunisia fired their head coach after this game.
Oh, did they really?
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Curacao coach is like, yo, I made it. I made it to the World Cup.
Curaçao's coach is like, I made it to the World Cup, and my team scored the greatest goal this country's ever had.
That's a fact.
That's what he said. He gave up 7. Who cares?
Yeah, I could give up 7 the next 2 games. Who gives?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I guess the only reason you fire your coach is that there were expectations. I don't pay attention to Tunisia that much. Were there expectations? If
Tunisia is not a terrible team.
Yeah.
I think maybe they just thought we're not 5-1 terrible, but there had to be some other stuff going on, right? To fire a mid-tournament like that.
Yeah. Not even mid. First game.
Yeah, first game. Like, look, Tunisia's not a garbage team. Maybe they're garbage against a good team. I don't know, but they're not like what we expected from like Qatar, for example, right? Like a lot of people would have said Qatar might be the worst team in the tournament.
I don't know about that.
Who would you say?
I mean, Curacao is here, bro. Like Curacao is. Part of me is frustrated because I think if Jamaica had qualified, we would have put on a better showing. And then another part of me is that
agree.
We did not deserve. Because here's the thing: if we had qualified, there were 3 top players that were going to come.
Yeah.
Now I would have been annoyed by that. Like, hey, you weren't here for qualifications. But at the end of the day, I don't want to get blown out 7-1. So if you're going to show up at the very last minute, I don't care. It didn't matter. It doesn't matter. They qualified. They earned it. We did not. And I hope they enjoy every moment of it. The people in the stands were absolutely, when they scored, as a matter of fact, they don't matter that they lost 7-1. When they scored, it was everything you needed to know.
Did you see the video of the woman from Curacao getting the cop to dance with her?
Yes. Yes, it was a good time, man. They were having a blast. Again,
reminders to everyone, this country has like 150,000 people in it.
Yes.
It's incredible.
Cape Verde has 500,000, and they're the next smallest one. So Germany won, Curacao won. We can talk about it. Brilliant goal by Curacao, and Germany did what they needed to do. As long as Byron is good, the German national team will be good because they're just going to reload.
At least competitive.
Year. Yes.
Yeah, at least competitive is what I'll say about Germany.
Yes. Now we will see what they do against quality opponents.
Right,
I don't think it'll be much of a fall off, but Germany might be because right now I think the odds makers. I looked at it recently. It was like Spain, France. What was the other one? World Cup.
I know Spain and France are the big one on the odd makers.
Let me go to my Kelsey report. I'm just kidding. Norway. I mean, Iraq is solid, but I'm not overly worried.
Kelsey out here making a ton of money on this tournament.
People who don't even watch soccer all of a sudden now betting. But yeah, Germany won, Curacao won. I mean, there's not really anything to say about this. We know Germany is German efficiency is a thing, and it translates to their soccer.
I was listening to a thing where they were covering this game last night, and my brother-in-law walked in and he heard Germany 7, Curacao 1. And he was like, "Are those ratings?" I was like, "No, man, those were goals." He couldn't believe it. Yeah, shoot. Iraq just pulled level.
I mean, Iraq's a good team. Like if you look at their roster, they're not terrible.
It is 1-1, by the way.
Well, yeah, sorry. I'm actually looking at the scores right now. So Germany, it was handed goal in the 6th minute, 38th minute, 47th minute, 68th minute, 78th minute, and 88th minute. So it's like,
I was watching this. Yeah, I was watching this game at Texas Live before the Japan Netherlands game, and at some point, people just quit watching and they were just chatting. Like we stopped reacting to goals, and then I looked up and it was 7-1. I was like, oh
Yeah.
God, it was like 3-1 when I stopped watching.
I will say this: for 11 sweet minutes, Carousel was level, and it was beautiful.
It was beautiful.
Okay, so where are we at here?
I think something of note here, and maybe it's not, but it's of note to me right now, is that 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 goal scorers for Germany.
Yeah, it was 6 individuals. One was a PK, whatever.
Right.
It is what it is.
Well, and in his defense, he scored an open goal as well.
Yeah.
Kai Havertz.
Yeah, 45th plus 5 and then the PK. Yeah, right. All right. We will. Oh wait, that's already on stage. We'll take that one off. We'll do this one. All right. So this is. Wait, I already did Saturday.
Yeah, we just did this one.
Am I missing?
We're all
Monday?
rusty.
Where is Monday? No, that's still Sunday. So we don't.
I mean, we don't need a graphic. We can just cover it if we want to.
All right. Yeah, go ahead. I was just like, am I missing Monday?
I guess the big one for people was Spain and Cape Verde, right? Or Verde? Is it Verde or Verde?
It's Verde.
Verde. Okay.
They're Portuguese background, all that.
They're off of the coast of Africa, right?
Yes.
Okay.
I keep thinking that they're. Oh, there we go. I was like, I know I have. I keep thinking. Yeah, I keep thinking they're Latin, and I'm like, no, they're definitely an African team. They qualified properly. Now when we get to the end of this, we're going to discuss the Europeans getting their panties in a twist, saying that they should get an extra spot and Africa should lose an extra spot. And I'm going to tell you right now, you can fuck all the way off with that opinion. But that's neither here nor there. No problem. Here we go.
There we go.
Right. It's Monday, the 15th. All right. So Spain 0, Cape Verde 0. I'm going to be completely honest. This is well earned. This goalkeeper did what he was supposed to do. It was team defending. It wasn't even park the bus.
Yeah.
They were countering. They had opportunities to score. They just made the pass they needed to be in the box just did not come together. Oh, that's Kuwait. Is that Kuwait? No, it's Egypt. I thought that was Iraq for a while. The flag, it totally fucked me up.
Oh, the Egyptian flag. I was like, Kuwait?
Yeah. Totally fucked me up. All right, yeah, so I think people are saying, is it Dennis that put in the thing? Is Spain fraudulent? And I'm like, they might be. They just might be.
I don't know. It's too early for me to say it just because, like, they overall did dominate this game.
Mm-hmm.
Think for them, a lot of it was like heroic defending, and then the chances that they did get were not finished.
Yeah.
Again, I do think Cape Verde earned this tie. Like, it's a worthwhile one. But like when you look at like the momentum graphs and possession and all that, like
looking at 8 shots on target, 74% possession.
Yeah, and remembering that Lamine Yamal didn't play most of the game.
Yes. I don't know if he's injured. He came on. He was bright. He was what they needed. There was a spark.
I think he's coming off an injury or something.
Yeah, but I will say,
could they be frauds? Yes, absolutely.
Yes, they could be frauds.
Norway just scored again. It's 2-1.
Yeah, I mean, was it Holland again or no?
I think so.
That's crazy. They might be frauds, man. It's funny. They're favorites to win the whole thing.
Yeah,
and
I mean, they're a stacked team just player wise, right? But that doesn't always win you anything.
Yeah. We talk. We'll talk about more in next week. Again, I think this right now we just should be. This is why expanding is not necessarily a bad thing, because again, one of the teams people were saying shouldn't make it just tied a world beater.
Yeah.
On their first game. Now the next game they might lose 7-1 and they might have a different discussion, but for right now they did what they needed to do and they got it done. So
look, you've made your country proud with this one. If you don't get another result, this is a big deal, and that's not to diminish them, right? That's just their realistic World Cup stuff.
And this is a shop window. A lot of these guys are going to get sold to bigger clubs.
One good performance in the World Cup, and your country can get better just because some of their guys get picked up.
Yes,
it matters.
And one of the stories about this was funny. Is that one of the starters, apparently the manager sent him an email.
The email.
Spam. Yeah. He thought it was spam. He didn't respond, and the guy checked a year later, like, about that.
Supposedly, it's because it was in Portuguese.
Yeah, and he's not.
And he didn't like translate it or anything. He's just like, well, that's spam.
So that's guys. That note to self: check your emails.
Is it Curacao or Cape Verde that recruited one of their players on like LinkedIn or Craigslist or something like that?
I think it was Carousel.
Yeah, that's awesome. Side note about Spain. Did you hear about this? No Madrid players are on this team.
I mean, Madrid. All right, I will say this: Madrid is becoming a world team and not necessarily a Spanish team. They're not.
Yeah, and low key they always have been. I think it's been more recently they've had more Spanish than before. Yeah, but it's just weird to see a Spanish team with like not one Madrid player on it.
Yeah, it's like because they don't have the philosophy of like Atletico Bilbao, where it's like, no, if you're not from this particular region in this part of Spain, we don't want you, type thing.
Yeah.
Maybe Spain would be better for if Real Madrid and Barcelona did that. Maybe the country as a whole would be better.
Well, and that being said, I think that supposedly Cucurella is being moved to Madrid for a ridiculous number. So
is that what it is? Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, that's just interesting tidbit to have no Madrid players on the Spanish national team this year.
Oh no, that will be something we'll talk about in the future. Next up, we had Belgium, the end of the golden generation.
I've seen it spelled the golden generation, like G with a capital O L D. Yes, golden generation.
Although one of the old men came off the bench and saved them, so I guess I can't really say.
What is it with Romelu Lukaku? That dude just won't disappear, man.
He's what did the English call it? A fox in the box.
Yeah,
is just. To be honest, all he did was just run at the ball and just hit him and went.
Yeah, he made a threat, but you know what? He was faster than I thought he'd be.
Yeah,
like Romelu Lukaku has always been faster than you think, just because of how he moves. But I didn't think he would still be the speed he has now.
He's only 33. He's that's a young man in soccer terms. No, I'm joking.
That's a young man in Belgian terms, apparently.
That's a fact. How old is Kevin? Let me look at 34. Yeah, this is the end of it for them. That's the end of the rope.
I don't think they have what it takes to keep going in this tournament. Like, especially if they keep playing outdoor games. Shoot.
Oh my goodness. Well, here, so them and Iran, I think, have the oldest average age of
Iran, really, huh?
Watching the Iran game, I could actually tell that later on. I'm like, oh, your legs aren't there. Now, for reasons that are obvious to anyone, the 6 players on the team who played domestically haven't played a game since February.
Right.
Reasons that should be clear to anyone.
So, I didn't get to pay close attention to this game. What were your thoughts on it?
Which one? The Belgian game?
Yeah.
They're old. Kevin De Bruyne's washed. He had two opportunities I saw clearly that should have been in the back of the net.
I think the free kick that I saw from him by itself was like, oof.
Yeah, there was no pace on it. He was going for placement. I'm like, okay, it was placed correctly, but you got to actually beat the goalkeeper, type thing. Egypt. Now, granted, it's not like Egypt was any kind of test. They obviously have the one guy who's also old. If we're being completely honest, yeah, it's like,
and he didn't start. Oh yeah, he did. Yeah, he did. Never mind.
He did. So this is when you think about it, the stars of this World Cup are all well over 30.
There's a lot of old stars in this cup, that's for sure.
Like the youngest star, quote unquote, would be Vinny Jr. and what's my man from Spain who didn't start, came on late.
Lamine Yamal?
Yeah, there you go. He's 19, 20. And I wouldn't say he's a star per se. He could get there.
I'll have to think about that one for a little bit. Yeah, I'd have to go through some rosters to even really have a good answer.
Yeah, but I'm like, Messi old, Ronaldo old, the Belgian team old.
They're definitely billing it and pushing, like, other than Lamine Yamal and Mbappe, they're definitely pushing it with the old guys.
Yeah, it's like what it took the NBA a couple of years after Michael left to rebound. What is soccer going to do when Ronaldo and Messi are no longer here? Like, that's going to be a problem. But anyway, let's get back to the game.
Yeah.
Belgium to me was not convincing. They got lucky there.
Absolutely.
And Egypt. I mean, Mo Salah is good for a goal. So it's one of them things where if you always have a puncher's chance because you have that knockout power, and they do have that. but I'm not looking at either of these teams like they're going to do anything of consequence.
Yeah.
To be completely honest with you.
But to be fair, looking at their group, they're playing New Zealand, Iraq, Egypt, Belgium. Mm-hmm. That's looking like an annoying group to get out of, but it's not looking like
not Iraq. They're looking like they're being Iran.
Iran. Oh, I apologize. That's
no, you're fine. Iraq's playing today. You're good.
My bad.
Yeah. With that tie, New Zealand is giving themselves an outside shot. Funny enough, Iran's on top of the group. So it's
by the way, though, if we want to jump to that game and get back to the Uruguay one in a second, New Zealand at least looked solid. Like they had some plays, they had some touches.
The guy,
Chris Woods,
I think,
right?
Yeah, the one Premier League player they have, that man was. Now, I will say the Iranian defenders were giving him entirely too much respect.
Chris Wood.
Every time he touched the ball, they took 2 steps back, and I'm like, hey, no, yeah, but you can tell he was a class above everyone on the field.
What I liked about that though was that he wasn't hogging it. His class above was a touchdown and settled into a pass to someone, and it always turned into a threat, which was kind of cool to see. Yeah. Do I think they're going to do anything outside the group? Probably not, but that's still pretty cool for a country like New Zealand.
He's one of the few players on here who he's played his entire career in England. So
yeah,
he's like, that's a long flight home for that. Yeah,
he plays at Forest, right?
Yeah, he's at Forest.
Yeah.
He is.
Oh, poor guy.
He's about to. This is his last cycle as well. The one guy on there I think that earned himself a transfer was Singh. What is his name? Let me
Singh, the guy in the middle.
Yeah, number 10.
Plays in Wellington. Oh, that's awesome.
They're sending him somewhere immediately after this. He's 27, so he's got at least 3-4 years of quality player. He's earned himself. He's in a Bayern kit. So I guess he was a Bayern youth player and just never quite got to. Yeah, he played for Bayern 2 games for Bayern, and then never quite. Well, this is how you earn your way back to the big leagues. So
this is one of the teams, though, like you were talking about. A lot of them play in the same league, or they're in the same teams. That matters.
Yeah. So I just wanted to give him an acknowledgement. Oh, and just the guy who scored the goal.
He scored both goals.
He scored both goals. He's another guy who earned himself a transfer. I think he plays also in the same place, right? Yes, he plays at Motherwell in Scotland.
Oh,
no, he plays in Motherwell. He's gonna. I'm sure Rangers or Celtic will call his name shortly. Hey, just come over here, big league. Iran looked old and tired, and
they did
stressed, and they're number 10. Oh, there's actually a button that says age on here. So their starting back line was 36, 37, 30, and 32. I'm actually shocked they didn't get beat more. That is old.
No.
New Zealand's back line is 25, 37, which is how it's supposed to work. 25, 37, 22, 32. That's their back line.
Okay, that'll work.
You have one old guy to wrangle in.
Yeah,
you have one old guy to wrangle in the young guys. Because of that, I don't think Iran's going to do anything. You need. Yeah, that's not enough. That's not over, especially the way their setup is. They have to fly in the night before, play a game, and then immediately fly out the night after. That's not conducive to great performance.
No, it's not.
So Iran 2, New Zealand 2, Saudi Arabia to me is hit or miss. I don't really care. And then Uruguay,
they have moments.
Yes,
yeah.
Uruguay or their old guy's not there anymore, right? What's my guy long hair braid? Who I'm talking about? Uruguay's star player that I can't remember off the top of the head. I don't think he's playing there anymore.
I'm blanking right now, and I know who you're talking about. And I'm really
about it. I don't think he's there anymore. To answer my question, he's not there anymore.
The biggest surprise for Uruguay was have you followed the stuff with Darwin Nunez?
No, I have not. What happened?
He's a free agent.
Oh, he does. Oh, okay.
He got cut by Al Hilal in Saudi because they were out of international spots, and they just waived him basically.
Yeah, fair enough.
And he has no club right now.
There are actually a couple of I think Cape Verde had one player who also had no club. You don't expect a team like Uruguay to not, but good performance in this World Cup. He can definitely find a job somewhere.
I mean, you bet this dude. Yeah, he's older now. He's going to get signed by some MLS club.
Oh, facts.
You know what? He's not older. He's 26. I thought he was older than 26. That.
No, he'll get a job. Someone will call him. This might be the most boring group, right? Belgium, Spain is who we're expecting to come out of this, right? Pretty much. And then third place, maybe Iran, maybe. We'll see what the next
Yeah, it could be anybody, honestly, if I'm being honest.
Yeah, we'll see what the next one holds. All right, so that is this. Then we are on Tuesday when we're recording this.
Yes, and we missed the game on day one. We forgot about Korea and Czechia.
Oh, because I couldn't find a graphic for that.
Yeah.
Anyway,
yeah.
South Korea, Czechia. South Korea missed plenty of opportunity. Sun looks off. I don't know.
Yeah,
what
Sun
to
did
say
not
about
look
that.
good.
I wanted
to fair,
say
he hasn't looked that good in Major League Soccer so far this season.
I was going to make the joke. He doesn't play well in Mexico because they got their ass beat when LAFC went.
Right.
For the
fair
final.
enough.
Yeah, he didn't look good. They won. You're right. Let me go back to that game. You're correct because I couldn't find the graphics, so I forgot. 67th minute and 80th minute. So they were down 1-0 and they came back. So we'll show.
I enjoyed this game though. I did enjoy the game.
South Korea dominated in shots on target. Possession was 62. So again, South Korea should have won this game. This should have not been close in any way.
Right.
But Sun is their talisman, so it's one of them things. Let me check their age.
So a thing to keep in mind with Czechia, like we were talking about with like New Zealand and Australia, I think Czechia's got like 7 players that all play at like Slavia Prague or something like that.
Yeah. So they're just united in that way.
Yeah, so they've got a little chemistry to it, and I'm sure that's going to help a little bit at least. You know, it's not a substitute for class, but it helps.
Yeah. I mean, Korea's actually kind of young. Sun's 33.
Yeah. And by the way, a lot of these Czech players also just play in the same league on top of that.
Yeah. I actually like this Google thing. This is actually pretty cool.
I'll have to look at it later.
You can do timeline, lineup, stats, and then below that, performance, age, and club.
That's fun.
So it just, yeah. So, yeah. And then I'm looking at the Czechia, the starting lineup. I see West Ham. I see.
Yeah, they've got some players in clubs I didn't realize had players in. Yeah.
Lyon. Yeah, I mean, you're right. A couple of these players do play together, but I'm looking at the lineup. I'm like, yeah, whatever club this is with a white flag with a star in it, apparently half the team comes from them. So
yeah, I think that's Slavia Prague. I'm not sure.
Is that Slavia Prague? Yeah. Like I'm seeing white flag star. I got it.
But like
Slavia Prague. Yeah.
A good chunk of the other players that are not all play in the Czech league too. So like Victoria and stuff like that.
Yeah. Meanwhile, South Korea is all over the map. They just world traveling. But yeah, so yeah, sorry about that. Sorry to the South Koreans. But yeah, Sun doesn't look solid. That's gonna be a problem at a certain point. So that is the World Cup as it stands. Today, while we record this, the only game that's complete is France 3, Senegal 3. I did not see this because I was out and about at the time, but let me look at the stats here while we talk about this.
I did get to watch most of this game, and Senegal looked like they were in it for a little while. But it just seemed like the minute Mbappe scored that goal, like Senegal had a really good shot later that they finished, but was called offsides, and after that, it was just downhill, unfortunately. Yeah.
I'm looking at shots.
Sadio Mane looked okay, though. I'll say that.
I mean, Mane.
It's Mane. What do you expect?
It's like, I mean, he's about to age out too. He's got to be 30-ish. But yeah, shots on target 8, possession 54 for France. Accuracy was about the same.
Looked like France I guess, adapted their game plan, and that's worth saying. I think that as much as I hate the hydration breaks, but the teams that adapt at those breaks are going to, like we keep seeing it, there keeps being goals right after the breaks.
Yeah.
Mane is 34.
Yeah, he's done this cycle.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this cycle's over. And Doof, how old is Doof? He's 21. He's there for a while.
Yeah,
that plays at West Ham.
Oh yeah. No, he's solid.
Well, anyway, Mbappe looked really off in the first half, but he came out gunning in the second half and looked like that fixed the issue.
Yeah, the thing about Mbappe is he's another box in the box type guy. He just as long as his pace keeps up. That's the problem I have with quick players is like, what is your next thing?
Right.
Because like Zlatan, I think people think of Zlatan as just this big guy. If you watch young Zlatan, he was quick with the feet. He was, it was an entirely different player.
He was also super skinny. Like he wasn't.
Yes, what I'm saying.
He was stacked. Yeah.
You could tell the people who he watched growing up, he wanted to be like a 10, but he was tall, so they're like, go stand up there type thing.
Right. Mbappe did not look good in the first half, though. Like his touches were off. I can't tell you the number, but I know at least 3 times he had 3 giveaways with just like no pressure. And one of them almost led to Senegal scoring a goal. But like that completely changed the second half. I was like, oh no, Mbappe's going to have a bad tournament. And then was like, oh no, Mbappe's going to win the Golden Boot.
Well, think about it this way. On this rating, he has 2 goals and he's only rated at a 7.
Yeah,
that tells
his first half was terrible, dude. I'm telling you, he was terrible in the first half. All the chances Senegal had were like him giving up the ball.
That's crazy. I was like, how am I supposed to, like, how would you know that?
That's insane,
like,
isn't it?
2 goals and he's rated as a 7. That is terrible.
And remember the whole thing with Mbappe is like the no defensive contribution at all.
Yes, although he did. Someone asked him in the news conference. He's like, yes, I do understand that I will do better. So,
but to his credit,
yes,
France might be a good enough team to be okay without his contribution to defense, right?
Sure.
Like as much as I hate that as a way to play, he might be able to get away with that.
No, they are. I meant to look this up while we were at it. My Google pop up, so I'm going to do predictions here. It just went up actually. So France, 17% chance. Spain 14, England 10. I don't know what is this hopeless optimism about the English, but they haven't even played yet, and somehow
the English are always contenders until they're not. But maybe that's just kind of hopeful because like right now everybody seems to be craving an Iran-US game where Iran somehow manages to eliminate the US. But I think the funnier scenario would be that on our 250th anniversary we get eliminated by England.
Absolutely fun. But yeah, that is the you can't see it, but yeah. France, Spain, England, Portugal. Ooh, I mean, we haven't even seen. That's what I'm saying. This off stack thing. We haven't seen Portugal play, Argentina play, England play.
Can you tell me where the US are?
2%, and that went up after the results. Okay, so sorry. Last game as we speak. Holland is currently, Norway.
You could say Holland. We knew what you meant.
Yeah, it's him, basically. He's the whole team, actually. It's just 11 of him.
You know what, though? Norway's actually a solid team. I don't know if you've actually looked into them. They're actually a solid team. They might have a shot at some stuff this year.
Yeah, so Norway 2, Iraq 1. And then we have later today, I'm going to try to edit this and put this out. Holland has both of them, 29th minute and 40. Oh, my God. This man's going to give him the golden boot right now.
I don't know what else to say.
Argentina plays Algeria in prime time, like you're supposed to do.
I'm interested in that game. I think Algeria's got some upset ability.
They haven't. I'm hoping they at least make it respectable. What I don't
right, that's kind of where I'm at. Like I think Algeria's got enough quality to do something, but not, not knock people off the pedestal. Probably
this game will probably be not empty, but the seats might be available. Austria versus Jordan.
Is that in Houston?
No, it's in. Let me check here.
San Francisco. Never mind.
San Francisco. Yeah.
Oh yeah, because people were talking about how San Francisco got some horrible matchups.
Yes, that Austria versus Anyway, all right. So that is the matchup later today. I'm gonna edit this and put it out. We'll see how Messi is. I don't think any country's ever repeated, so I don't think the expectation should not be that this happens this time either.
Right.
Not
a bad team, but
Fox and Fox Sports. I want to thank Hubert for loaning me his. Never mind, we won't take that out. Nope. We won't say that on here just in case the AI scrubbers find it. But I appreciate it. It has been very useful. You can get Fox One streaming service, which I think is like $20, and you get all the games basically. Hulu TV, YouTube TV, Hulu Live TV, all those things. Or if you have an antenna, you get 3 out of the 4 games every day, basically,
which is pretty good.
Tomorrow we have Portugal, DR. That should be a good game. Do you see the DR swag? Their outfits?
Yeah.
Oh, drippy, absolutely drippy. Oh my, they need to sell that.
Look, if people don't think you're going to show out at this World Cup, you might as well like show up and show them. Like, let's go.
Yes,
it's awesome.
Yes. Again, in the auditing of this game, at the end of it, we will talk about these teams having to be scanned every time they get on and off a plane, in and out of a stadium.
But go read about these quote unquote small teams like DRC, man. Like
no,
they've
DS is
got some
quality.
cool ass culture. Their fans
Yes.
are awesome. Come on.
Big game, which wait, it's 3:00. I won't be able to make this one. Watch party. We should do a watch party. Musa,
I
hopefully.
will be at this game.
Will you? Oh, you be at the game?
Yeah.
Oh, is England here?
Yeah, England, Croatia's in Dallas.
Oh shit. Well, let me take some video. Musa versus England. If Harry Maguire plays, I assume Musa would score. I'm just kidding. Yeah, that guy's a walking own goal. Anyways, yeah, hopefully Musa gets minutes. He's not a locked starter, so we'll see what happens there.
No, but right now, if you're looking at people's lineups, they've got him starting or subbing in, which is kind of cool.
Really? Oh, no, sub in for sure.
Those are obviously predictions, right? But like if you look at projected lineups, a lot of them actually have him starting, which is kind of cool.
Well, here's the big question. Does Ronaldo start tomorrow? We know Messi starts because that's either here or there. Does Ronaldo start tomorrow?
It's a tough question. You've got to remember that he also should have been out for a couple of games after that red, right?
Oh, that's right. That they didn't transfer over. They said it doesn't count. Yeah.
I think he probably starts, and if he has a shit performance, I bet the coach is hoping, praying that Ronaldo has a shit performance tomorrow, so he can just sorry.
But yeah, so Portugal at noon. These are all Eastern times. Noon Eastern. England at 3.
No, that's Central.
That's
England game.
Yeah, Central time. Yeah. Then we have the Black Stars, Panama. Ooh,
that could be a fun game.
That should be a good game. The Black Stars are not what they once were, but that should be a fun game. And then again, Uzbekistan, Colombia. Oh my goodness.
That's a weird one, man.
Yeah.
Are we gonna get our like every 4 years James Rodriguez hat trick?
Facts. Well, I mean, if he plays anything like he did at Minnesota, then no.
Yeah, that's bad.
Terrible. All right, so I will then. I guess we'll do the Thursday games. I don't know when we're gonna do another pod, but we'll do the Thursday games.
Figure it out.
We have Czechia, South Africa, so that's the fight for the bottom of the table. Switzerland, Bosnia, Mexico, South Korea. That should be a really good game.
Yeah, by the way, the fans are posting all these great videos and stuff about like how bummed they are to have to play each other because like they've been bonding in Mexico.
Yes, it's so really I mean, I will say Mexico has been a fantastic host. Even the cartels have toned it down a wee bit. Not a lot, but a wee bit. And then Canada, Qatar.
A handful less bodies here and there.
Yeah, it's like, well, how about this? We'll keep them in the cooler and then dump them after.
Yeah, we'll dump them later.
Yeah. Canada, Qatar. If Jesse Marsh, who's been making a few statements about American players, he shouldn't do being an American and coaching Canada.
Yeah, listen, he's made himself a villain, so let's go.
Yes. So Canada,
it's good
Qatar,
for the rivalry.
It is. Well, it's not. Are they like the redheaded stepchild? Are they even a rival on the continent?
Which is kind of why I think Marsh is doing this. I think he wants to be considered, right? Like,
yeah.
At least with the US.
I think their future is bright. I think the Canadian Premier League is helping. Alphonso Davis is definitely, and he's a young guy, so you got him at least 2 more cycles. I think he's only 24, 5, something. I
honestly couldn't tell you.
Yeah, you got him for at least 2 cycles if he stays healthy. But yeah, Qatar, Canada. We will try to do one more pod, and then we'll go through the weekend slate. Obviously, Friday, U.S. Australia, 2 p.m. I will be missing this watch party. I'm pissed. But Rollertown, Pedicolas for that.
25. Davies is 25.
So 29 and then 30. Okay, one more cycle for sure.
Brazil, Haiti. One more good.
Brazil, Haiti. I'm not looking forward to, but God bless those guys. All right. So while we are on, we'll stay local but international. While we're on call ups, let's shout out to the USL who also had some call ups here. Carousel goalkeeper, which after that showing. And then so they have 2 players. It's one of them things where, it's a benefit for USL because I don't know if people know, clubs actually get a check for releasing their players. It matters. So this will help. This will help Miami FC for sure. And then next, we have Haiti. We have former FC Dallas. I thought he was a loanee, but we actually released him, so he's actually a El Paso player. Carl Sante and Duke LaCroix. One more Haitian player from Switchbacks got called up. I just forgot to pull that graphic. USL is also not taking a break, so these are their results for this week.
Man, I didn't get to watch any USL.
I watched a few. I watched highlights of a few.
Any standouts?
No, but I will say attendance is not falling.
Good.
Now
That's awesome.
It helps,
I'm happy to hear that.
It helps that none of these are in the markets where World Cups are being played. So.
Sure. Right.
Even
but right
Corpus
now,
Christi,
this looks like it was a good move.
Yes, even Corpus Christi that was averaging, I think, like 600, got 1,600 at their game. So, that's good on them. So yes, attendance has not fallen. Now I don't know if attendance is up, but it's not down, and that's all we can really ask for.
I think that's noteworthy, though.
Yes. Side note: Detroit announced today that they're delaying their stadium till 28, which I think we all kind of anticipated because they still haven't knocked down the hospital that's supposed to be replaced. Yeah. So yes, expansion teams having issues, but Corpus have won 2 in a row, so they're no longer bottom dwellers. The Cosmos are playing Santos from Liga MX as a friendly, so that should get some attendance there. The Cosmos are weather has not been kind to them, so that's not helpful.
Where they play that friendly, by the way?
At their stadium.
That's cool.
In Patterson. So hopefully that draws. Any other notes? Jacksonville is terrible. The men's team, absolutely terrible. I wouldn't be surprised.
What happened in this Detroit 6-2 game with Jacksonville?
Oh, my man had a 5-goal game.
Oh my God, I missed that. How did I miss that?
Yeah, Darren Smith. Yeah, it was. Yeah, Jacksonville's not
is how I missed that, but yeah.
Yeah, Jacksonville is not very good. Again, I understand how people cannot. I work from home, so just having the game on during the daytime is good. At night, it's a whole different thing. But I will try to catch as many of these games as possible. But again, I just wanted to mention this. The USL had a couple of call-ups, and they're playing during this break, and attendance is not terrible. Because I'm looking at this map, I'm like, where is there any overlap in any World Cup games? And there aren't any.
Yeah, you could argue New York, but that's not really the case right now.
Yeah, New York, New Jersey. Yeah, you're
right.
Miami,
maybe.
Yes, Miami FC. No, but Miami FC is not drawing anyway, so that's not really making a difference here or there. But that's it. Thanks for everyone. If you watch this, I'm gonna chop this up to try to make it a little shorter. But yes, the World Cup is here. We're gonna try to make this happen. We'll see how schedules work out. Now I know why the kick around does the 7:00 game or 7:00 hour on the ticket.
Who knew that the pros were pros, right?
Yes, that's a fact. So yeah, it's pretty awesome. The World Cup is here again. I'm going to try to be positive and not point out the outlying things with this, and just focus on the results.
Yeah, go be a diehard for your team if you want to be. Like, go for it.
If you can get tickets, and those tickets are good, because there've been complaints about people buying tickets where there's a note that says obstruction, and it's really just like a whole concrete pillar. And I'm like, why is there a ticket? Why is there a seat there to begin with? But that's neither here nor there. Thanks for making this happen, man. Let me know when you can do this again.
Yeah, we'll make something work. But yeah, if you're listening, go meet some international fans, man.
Yes.
They want to meet you.
I mean, you know what's really funny is that Atletico, if they were playing this year and they were playing during the break, I guarantee we could get some Japanese fans to go.
Oh, that would have been awesome.
Like, hey, it's an off day. Let's go.
I didn't even think about that. Do you think the Chupacabras can get some fans up there?
It would have been. No, for real.
Yeah, USL that's actually brilliant. I hadn't even thought about that.
Yeah, USL 2 is actually doing really well. Some markets are doing we know the really good numbers. Yeah. It's a soccer-rich country, man. Especially once people look and be like $1,000 for a game, and any USL team, their VIP suites cost like $1,500 for the year. So
right, like even the FC Dallas, like right outside of premium tickets are like 1,000. Like
so
like even MLS you could get
for a year. Like so, yeah. If it's not about affording the ticket, but a one-off game, $1,500 for 17, 18 games for the season is probably more worth it. And all these things have. I'm not for buy here, pay here, but they all have payment plans that you can pay to make this work. But thanks again. We will wrap this up here. Thanks for listening. Again, Get stuck in. Find a watch party near you. I guarantee you, no matter what city it is.
Look, my tiny city has a watch party going on.
Yes. There's a watch party near you. There's a bar that will have the game on. It's on, again, you don't need to pay for streaming service. Go to Walmart, go to wherever you need to do, buy a $20 antenna, and you can watch these games. For now, anyway. I assume in 40 years when they come back, it'll be Netflix that has this, and you have to pay $40 for a streaming
Netflix
service.
Exclusive
World yeah, for sure. It's going to be crazy.
You won't be able to watch it in some markets.
Yes. Anyways, this hydration break brought to you by Pedicolis and Roller Town. Get stuck in, support local soccer, support local breweries. At least for the next month, go support a national team. Thanks for listening, and we are out. Peace.